Hello, Pokemon trainers. Welcome to the King's Court. Okay, so, in a way, this is going to be a part two to last week's video, which, by the way, that video just blew up. And the views lately, for the record, really quickly, the views lately on my Pokemon, what I like to call the Path to Power series, has been doing super well. And I just wanted to, really quick, thank you so much. And I also want to let everyone know, I try to do a video, Pokemon VGC battle video every Saturday, and I'm trying to stick with that schedule because I don't want anyone to think that I I guess you could say I'm trying to be me, Chandler, and Michael, and everybody here else. We're trying to work out a right schedule of the series we like to upload here. So my Giratina just got frozen. Jesus. Um, I just wanted to put that out there but I'll probably go into more detail soon because we're actually already super close to 600 subscribers, which it feels just like yesterday we hit 500. So if you haven't already, but if you even if you haven't done, but you're seeing this, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. We've noticed lately our views have just been going up, and everything just always hits triple digits. So we're just super grateful. Thank you so much. But enough blabbering on. Really quick, also, if you haven't already, if you haven't subscribed, if we hit 1,000 subscribers before, we're already close actually to summer, so maybe we might increase that because the other members of the channel they all really wanted to do this. So, if we hit 1,000 subscribers before summer, I have a punishment I have to do. Let's go with that. So that's pretty much everything. Now, like I said, this is going to be a part two to last week's video. Dang it, my Giratina got knocked out. Where I was actually trying to climb the online, obviously, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC ranked ladder and come back here with with videos, not just to go over and commentate, but also trying to improve my own skills because I swear every time I record this, I always see where I made a mistake and I could have done better. So I've been trying to really apply that lately because I really am trying to get better at this. And last week I decided why not? I'm just gonna try out use my favorite Pokemon, Giratina, and apparently a couple of days ago, as I recorded this video, it was the day before because I should be recording this Friday before this video goes up was actually Giratina Day. So I thought, you know what? Why not celebrate Giratina Day, even though it's a little bit past it, and just do a part two? So, as you can see, I already had my Giratina, but unfortunately, it got frozen and got knocked out. Dang it! And no, your vision you're not seeing double. There's not two Calyrex. This is my opponent actually was using Hisui and Zoroark earlier, so since I already knew the one that took damage was Zoroark, I just went with Grassy Glide on my Rillaboom to knock it out. I actually really like Hisui and Zoroark. I think it looks really cool. Shiny really looks sweet too. So, but they're actual Calyrex protected. So I have my Rillaboom left, my Whimsicott, which I've been really liking Whimsicott a lot lately, and I still have my Incineroar. So I'm just gonna take back my Rillaboom because their Calyrex is ice, so I don't want to take that chance. But I wasn't expecting them to have the clear amulet, so unfortunately that my Incineroar's Intimidate won't go off. But their move really isn't going to do much. Thank goodness for Incineroar's bulk. But they are going to get the Chilling Night, so their offense is going to go up. So I still don't have my Rillaboom at full health. So I pretty much got this, honestly, because either it's gonna have my Rillaboom fake out, but they're gonna protect. So if they didn't do that, this pretty much would have gotten it. Yep, they're going to protect, and I'm just gonna Flare Blitz, but nothing. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Oh, really quick, since the reason I was sad about I'm trying to keep to the schedule of making Saturday when I upload these battles. It's because we are trying to get the schedule down to where Friday will be channel member Michael's Pokemon Unite days, and we're trying to make Sunday our Smash Bros days. So we're trying to work the schedule out for this. Just wanted to put that out there. Let's see. But because we couldn't yesterday, we'll probably be putting a Pokemon Unite video out for Sunday, and we'll hopefully be able to put some Smash Bros out as well too. Just wanted to put that out there because we're trying to the series we like to play here in the channel. The Terrestrialize and the Psychic. Wasn't expecting that. Man, this thing could take a hit. Well, thank goodness for the Flare Blitz. You know what? My Giratina got frozen at the beginning of the game, so if you ask me, this is karma right here. So the Calyrex is going to be hurt by its burn, and the grass is gone, but I pretty much got this. I could either U-turn or Wood Hammer just for damage, and Knockoff will take care of it. But okay, so the battle was canceled. I pretty much had that right there. So that's one game. All right, let's two more. All right, let's see. My opponent's going to start off with Incineroar and Tornadus. Okay, not bad. And I'm going to go with Giratina and my Whimsicott. So far, one of my favorite ways to open this up, since I'm really trying to make Giratina work, which also we're going to be going into Regulation I. I already shared that on the channel's community tabs, but so that's going to start around the beginning of May. So we got the rest of April. I think for the rest of April, since Regulation I is going to be going into effect soon, why not? I think I might just make the rest of this month. I'm just going to keep trying to climb the ladder with the Giratina and just see how far I can get. So if you got any recommendations for move sets or stuff like that, or what Pokemon do you think would work really well, let me know in the comments. I'd love to read them. I think next week I might change up the spread, maybe change the mood set. I've read about that the really more tanky build. I kind of want to try that out. Luckily I have two Giratinas, so I can just use that set for the other one. So Shadow Ball and Tornadus isn't going to be knocked out, but they are going to party the shot on my Giratina. Sadly, it's going to return, and now it's going to return back to them. Let's see. So they're going to go out into their Urshifu, which I'm not going to lie. While playing, when I saw Urshifu, my mind right away went, okay, water fighting. No, I didn't notice at the beginning. I didn't notice the stance it's taking. No, that's single strike. So, yeah, that was my bad. I should have withdrawn Giratina because that thing can hit hard, and the fact it's dark and that beats Ghost, obviously, is a real problem for me later. But I am still going to terrestrialize my Giratina right here. Man, that looks so cool. Yep. A crit, but nothing. Okay, so luckily Giratina is so bulky. And Whimsicott doesn't hit super hard, but Moonblast, thanks to its high base power, and obviously Single Strike being quad weak against Fairy, took care of that. And Shadow Ball will just finish off Tornadus right here. Okay, that's good for me. Unfortunately, my Giratina is close to being knocked out. So let's see. So you're going to go with their Incineroar. Okay, cool. And also a Kyogre. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Man, I hate playing against Kyogre. Let's see. So I could just Shadow Ball to try to do some damage. That way, if it tries to use Water Spout or something, it won't be as strong, is basically what I was thinking to myself. And I'm like, you know what? My Giratina is already close to being knocked down. I'm just going to go and try to do as much damage as possible. Is basically what I was thinking to myself. So, Moonblast is going to hit, but the Water Spout, they're going to be able to hit before my Giratina could, so dang. Unfortunate, but what can you do? Alright, so the Nox expels them out. And okay, so at least, that worked. So I'm going to go sit down my Rillaboom and my Urshifu. Now, this is a touchy situation I'm in right now because I could just have my Rillaboom take care of the Kyogre, is basically what I was thinking to myself. Not only that, it's raining, so my Urshifu's water moves will be able to do a lot of damage to the Incineroar. But I should have realized that I forgot they didn't terrestrialize. Well, we'll show in a sec. Okay, let's see. So there. Okay, let's see. Sorry about these moments in between. Okay, so they're going to terrestrialize into, let's see, grass. You don't really see grass that often. Okay, that's interesting. I'm just going to fake out the Kyogre to avoid any more water spout, but they're going to Will-O-Wisp on my Rillaboom. Okay, interesting. We're both down to 2 Pokemon each, so I don't have to worry about them switching out their Incineroar at least. So the Surging Strike is just going to hit, and it actually does still do some damage. It may not have like a lot of base power, but it's still stab and Mystic Water and all that. So, and it's raining, so that did do some damage. So I'm just gonna go for the Wood Hammer and just go for the close combat to take out the Incineroar because the Tailwind was gone. So I was thinking neither of their Pokemon should be able to outspeed either of mine. Okay, the Kyogre is gonna protect. That's fine. As long as I get rid of the Incineroar, basically, is what I was thinking to myself. And that does take care of their Incineroar. Alright, sweet. The Wood Hammer isn't going to do anything thanks to Protect, but I pretty much got it right here. Gonna get hurt by the burn, but that's fine. It's gonna go for Wood Hammer, just go for close combat again. They go for the Origin Pulse. Urshifu avoided it. And yeah, close combat, and yep, GG. Alright, cool. Alright, let's keep this train going. Let's see. So we're going to go out with Sylveon and Slowbro. You don't really see either of those two that often. But this is actually the 25th Path to Power video, so I've learned doing this series that do not underestimate certain teams. Like, there have been times where I selected a team and I saw why they're using this Pokemon, so I was thinking, okay, don't have to worry about it. No, man, it's come to bite me in the butt. I'm not taking that chance again. So I'm just going to terrestrialize my Giratina now in order to avoid their Sylveon spamming like Moonblast or something. So I'm going to go over the Fake Out and Slowbro and Calm Mind my Giratina because as Ghost, I don't really got to worry about either of them like hitting anything super effective. But they're going to try to use Yawn on my Giratina. There have been times where that's happened and I forgot about the Yawn. Not this time, so I'm thinking, okay, I could just switch out my Giratina, and I probably should, so I just switch out into Rillaboom, and I'm just going to have Incineroar go for the knockoff on the Slowbro. Yep. Okay, the Grassy Surge is going to go off, and they're going to use Protect. Alright, I'm just going to use knockoff. That does take care of the Slowbro. Alright, cool. It also removes it to Focus Slash. Focus Sash. What is it, Slash? So they're going to go with the Honchkrow. I wasn't really sure what to expect because I don't really see a lot of Honchkrow. I remember when Murkrow was being used a lot with the Eviolite, but not a lot of Honchkrow. So I wasn't really sure what to expect right here. But I tried to play it safe, so I just went with the knockoff, try to knock off the item, and just try to do some damage basically to the Sylveon. But they hit Thunder Wave on my Incineroar. Dang. And U-turn on Sylveon just to pivot out my Rillaboom. And I decided just to go back into Giratina because I was basically thinking whatever they try to hit Giratina with, it really won't do much. So they're going to go over the Hyper Voice. Thank goodness for terrestrialization. So I'm just going to go over the knockoff on and it removed. Okay, room service. So we're all going to gain back some HP, and I'm thinking, okay, what can I do here? Because none of my stuff really hits for super effective, so best I could do is just try to hit for big damage. So I'm thinking I could just go for Flare Blitz, or I could just go for the Protect and just see what happens because I was thinking they haven't terrestrialized yet, so I don't want to take the chance of them terrestrializing to, I don't know, normal or something. So they're going to try to hit my Giratina with T-Wave. Luckily that didn't happen. And the Hyper Voice is going to go off. Almost knocks out my Incineroar, but thank goodness for the Citrus Berry. So I'm gonna go for Flare Blitz. Man, that thing is bulky. Okay, so not much happened there. I'm thinking I could just go for the Shadow Ball to try to knock off the Honchkrow, but I really want to do some damage on the Sylveon because I want to avoid it constantly spamming Hyper Voice. So I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Ball just to do some damage to the Sylveon. Thunder Wave's gonna go off. It's obviously gonna. Unfortunately, my Giratina is now, paralyzed. So I gotta be careful with how this goes. So I'm just gonna go with Urshifu because basically, if they try to do anything, I just detect or something. So I'm just thinking I just go Shadow Ball and yeah, detect right there. Because I wasn't sure if they're going to use Hyper Voice again to try to knock out my Urshifu because it's fighting, or if their Honchkrow is using some kind of like flying move. Unfortunately, they're going to sucker punch my Giratina. Dang. So Hyper Voice is going to go off, and luckily Detect took care of that. So, and the grass is gone, so I have Rillaboom and Urshifu left. I think they have one more Pokemon left. But luckily, the fake out should take care of the Honchkrow. That's basically what I was thinking. Oh no, I fake out on the Sylveon, then I'm gonna Aqua Jet on the Honchkrow. Right. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go for the fake out and the Aqua Jet. That pretty much took care of that. Okay, so they are gonna gain some HP back though, sadly. And they're gonna go into Skeledirge. Okay, so I'm in an interesting position right here. So I'm thinking I could just try to take care of the Sylveon and just try to have my Urshifu just knock out the Skeledirge. And there was no Tailwind or anything or any kind of Trick Room, so I know Skeledirge is already super slow, and my Pokemon are already faster than the Sylveon is what I was thinking. So they're going to Terastallize into their Skeledirge into water. Oh, no, dragon. Oh, interesting. So I'm going to go for the Surging Strike. Okay, that makes more sense, I guess, because I guess they wanted to go into dragon. That way, if they try to use water moves, it won't really do anything. But luckily, the Sylveon's taken care of, so that's okay. Let's see. So they're gonna go for the Torch Song. I really like the way that looks. Oh man, thank goodness for a Solvest. But their special attack is gonna go up, so that if I don't knock out the Skeledirge now, basically this could be a problem. So I'm just gonna go for the close combat because now it is Dragon, and just go for Woodhammer. Just try to hit for big damage, basically. So close combat, almost got it, almost got it. Let's see, and yep, Woodhammer. All right, and that takes care of it. All right, so I managed to get that one. All right, 3 wins. All right, cool. So that's actually all the battles I got for right now. So if you want to see any more, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, thank you so much for because like I said, I'm really happy that my Pokemon videos have been doing really well lately. I'm super excited, and I really want to start doing some more of those. So if you have any recommendations for teams or anything, any kind of like EV spreads, let me know what you want to see me try out here on the channel. And just again, just thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good week. Take care. Bye.